Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I am back with a subscriber requested video. So one of you had commented and asked if I could do a Valentine's Day fragrance video. So that is what we are doing today. I've got 10 different fragrances here to show you, and these are fragrances that I just went through my collection and grabbed that. There were already some that I had in mind for sure, but I definitely just grabbed things that to me reminded me of Valentine's Day. Whether it be the packaging, whether it be the fragrance inside. Most of them are like gourmand. Some of them have some chocolate notes. A lot of them have rose notes in them. Things that would just remind you of Valentine's Day. So I am going to just go ahead and jump right in. The first one that I want to talk about is one that this is going to be no surprise to anybody. I have talked about this a ton on my channel. It's a very, very popular fragrance, and it's definitely a very it's a fragrance that goes on a lot of people's lists for being like sexy or good going out fragrances, things like that. That is Dior Addict. So Dior Addict is mandarin leaves, mulberry flowers, night queen flower, Bulgarian rose, orange flower, bourbon vanilla, sandalwood, and tonka bean. And this is beautiful. It's warm, it's cozy, it's very, very sexy and inviting. It's got a ton of vanilla in it, the tonka bean. It's just beautiful. This would be a great going out fragrance or a date night fragrance. It is very, very, it's very sexy and womanly smelling. So, and it's just got like a hint of the kind of gourmand notes in the base with the vanilla and the tonka. It's just beautiful. I just love it. So it kind of reminds me a little bit of like chocolate, even though it doesn't have chocolate in it, but it does give me that kind of vibe. It's just a really beautiful fragrance. So that is Dior Addict, and that is the first fragrance that I picked. Okay, the second one that I picked is one that not only does the packaging scream Valentine's Day, but the fragrance inside does as well. So this is Ariana Grande, Thank You Next. And the packaging by itself with the pink heart and just everything about it just looks like Valentine's Day. But the fragrance inside screams Valentine's Day to me as well. This is a very coconut heavy gourmand fragrance. It's very sweet and fluffy and airy. In fact, I feel like this might be my fragrance on Valentine's Day because it just reminds me so much of Valentine's Day. It's like a fluffy coconut marshmallow almost. It's just beautiful, and I just think that that would be a great Valentine's Day scent. So this is pear, raspberry, pink rose, coconut, musk, and macaroons. Stunning. So and that is Ariana Grande, Thank You Next. Okay, the next one that I have to talk about is, I just have a little decant here. I do not have a full bottle of this. One of you all sent this over to me, which I am so happy to have this. And this is Wicked Good by Gallagher Fragrances. So this is just 3 notes. It is milk chocolate, tonka bean absolute, and Madagascar vanilla absolute. And this is gorgeous. This, the chocolate in this is just perfectly balanced. It's not too overpowering. It doesn't overtake the fragrance in any way. It's not overly sweet either, so this isn't like a sugar bomb type fragrance. It's just a beautiful, warm tonka, vanilla, and chocolate fragrance. It's gourmand, but it's not overly edible. It's just really beautiful. This, oh gosh, I might wear this one on, we'll see. I'll probably have like 4 different fragrances on Valentine's Day, so because it'll be hard for me to make up my mind. But so that is Wicked Good by Gallagher. The next fragrance that I have to talk about is another one that just screams Valentine's Day to me, and that is Pink Sugar by Aquolina. So not only with the packaging, because it's pink and just looks kind of like Valentine's Day, but it smells amazing. This is one that I think a lot of people write off as being kind of like a juvenile fragrance or maybe simple, but this is quite actually complex, and it's got quite a few interesting notes in it. And It's just beautiful. Again, it's not overly sweet, but it is sweet. It's cuddly. It's fluffy. It just does really remind you of Valentine's Day. So this is bergamot, Sicilian orange, fig leaves, lily of the valley, licorice blossom, red fruits, vanilla, caramel, and woodsy and musky notes. So like I say, it's got some interesting notes in there with the lily of the valley and the fig leaves. Those are just not notes that you would typically think of when you think of pink sugar, but it really is just a beautiful caramel, vanilla, sweet but not overly sweet, but very inviting. This would also be a really good, fun date night fragrance. So I just feel like this would be a really great one for Valentine's Day. Okay. The next one that I have to talk about is a newer one to my collection, but as soon as I thought of Valentine's Day, this was one of the ones that popped right into my head. And this is Roses Berberanza. I hope I'm saying that right. Roses Berberanza by Maison Lancome. So this is gorgeous. This is a boozy rose fragrance. I'm going to have to spray this one because I can't smell it too well out of the bottle. Ooh. Yes, this is a beautiful boozy rose fragrance. Again, this would be a great one to wear out for like a Valentine's Day dinner, anything like that. So this is tangerine, rose, raspberry, ginger, green notes, pistachio, benzoin, cedar, hazelnut, honey, rum, saffron, woody notes, vanilla, and violet. This is quite complex. You can really, really smell the tangerine in the opening of this one. And it doesn't just fade away either. It really sticks around with the fragrance. But it is very, very boozy. You really get a lot of that rum in there. It's sweet, but not overly sweet, but the sweetness really, really calms the rose down. It's just really, really beautiful. It's like a candied orange rose, like raspberry candy or something. It's really, really beautiful. And yeah, this was one of the first ones that popped into my head when I thought about Valentine's Day fragrances. And not only that, it's pink and it's beautiful. So okay, the next one is another one that immediately popped into my head when I thought of Valentine's Day, and that is SJP NYC. So Sarah Jessica Parker, this is just the Eau de Parfum NYC. And this is, I'm not going to lie, this is one of my favorite fragrances in my entire collection. And I know a lot of people think that this is like simple or think it smells generic, but I don't think that at all. This one has a beautiful wild strawberry note in it that I can smell throughout the entire wear of this fragrance. And the way this performs on my skin is so interesting and beautiful. It's so different smelling from anything else that I have in my collection. And it's just really beautiful. It's sweet, but it's not gourmand. It's got that beautiful strawberry in it. So this is Italian mandarin, osmanthus, wild strawberries, gardenia, honeysuckle, mimosa, Damascus rose, vanilla, sandalwood, rum, and creamy musk. So again, with the rum note, but it's not overly boozy either. To me, this smells like sweet candy. This would be a perfect Valentine's daytime scent. It's just really, really beautiful. It's feminine and sweet and fun and playful. And it smells pink, if that makes any sense. It smells very pink. And like I say, this is one of my favorite fragrances, like in my entire collection, because it is so unique smelling on my skin. It just works so well with my chemistry. So anyways, that is SJP NYC. And I adore that fragrance. Okay, the next one is another one that I immediately thought of when I thought of Valentine's Day, and that is La Vie Est Belle Intense by Lancome. So This is a very sweet fragrance. This is definitely La Vie Est Belle. It smells exactly like the original La Vie Est Belle, but it has a hazelnut cream accord in the base of it, which adds just a hint of nuttiness to it. But this is beautiful. This would be a perfect, again, date night scent. It's cozy, it's inviting, it's sweet, it's fluffy smelling, it's warm. It's just everything that you would want to smell like on Valentine's Day. So this is bergamot, orange, pear, pink pepper, black currant buds, iris padilla, tuberose, ylang ylang, sambac jasmine, orange blossom, and the hazelnut cream accord. And it's gorgeous. This is a nuclear fragrance. This is one that you really only need a couple of sprays of, and it will last you all day long. But it really does smell like Valentine's Day. It smells like, it's sweet like candy. It's cozy, it's fluffy, it's everything that I think of when I think of Valentine's Day and roses and stuffed animals and all the things and chocolates and candy and conversation hearts and all of those things. This one just really, really reminds me of the holiday. So that is La Vie Est Belle Intense by Lancome. Okay, the next one is another one that I immediately thought of when I thought of Valentine's Day, and I knew I was going to grab these. This is First Kiss by Layered, which is which was inspired by Parfums de Marly de Lina. So this is a beautiful, fresh rose scent with rhubarb in it. And it, again, smells to me like Valentine's Day. It reminds me of the holiday with the roses, and it's slightly sweet. And it's just really, really beautiful. So First Kiss is rhubarb, lychee, nutmeg, Turkish rose, peony, vanilla, cedar, vetiver, cashmere, musk, and incense. And again, this would be a perfect like Valentine's Day time scent. It's just gorgeous. It's fresh, and the rose in this is just perfect. Okay, and then going along with that, the second one is First Kiss exclusive. So I actually prefer this one to First Kiss just because there's something in this that is creamy and a little bit softer than the First Kiss. It's not as sharp because of the rhubarb note, which, don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore the rhubarb. But there's something about First Kiss exclusive that is just a little bit more well-rounded for me, and I just adore this one. So this is bergamot, lychee, pear, Madagascar vanilla, oud, incense, woodsy notes, and amber. And I think also the oud and the woodsy notes in the base of this also kind of tame that sharpness of the original. And it's just beautiful. It's woody, it's creamy, it's rose, it's vanilla, it's a little bit sweet. It's not overly sweet, but it's just gorgeous. This is another one that I might actually end up wearing. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have a hard time choosing, but I love that one as well. And then I saved this is the fragrance that if I were going out to dinner on Valentine's Day night, or if I were going out on a date, this is the fragrance that I would choose because I just feel like it is the perfect like scent. It is the ultimate like Valentine's night or Valentine's Day dinner fragrance, and that is Club de Nuit Intense by Armaf, which is a dupe of Noir de Noir by Tom Ford. So they're the exact same thing. So either one it would be perfect, but to me, this is just like the ultimate Valentine's Day scent. This is beautiful. This is a deep, dark, incensey rose scent, and it is not overly sweet. There's no like candy or anything in this. It's just a very dark, incensey rose. Super beautiful, sexy, would be a perfect date night scent. It's just gorgeous and really, really reminds me of Valentine's Day with that strong rose scent in it. So this is geranium, saffron, rose, caraway, nutmeg, violet, pepper, amber, oud, vanilla, and patchouli. And again, this is just perfect. Oh gosh, it really, really does remind me of Valentine's Day. Oh, it's so beautiful. So if I had to choose one fragrance for going out on a date or something on Valentine's Day, this would be the fragrance that I choose. If something like this is a little bit too overpowering, probably my second choice would be First Kiss or First Kiss Exclusive. But this is just really, really beautiful. I love the incense in this. Everything in this is well blended. It's very well rounded. It's just beautiful. So yeah, that would be my ultimate Valentine's Day fragrance. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.